Yo, what's going on everyone? It's Kamina here, and today I bring you another video from The Division. And in this video we'll be talking again about the vendor resets, my recommendations on items that you can pick up from the vendors. So if you do enjoy this video, be sure to give it a like and a share with your friends. And also if you've picked up any other items that are worth noting, then why not drop a comment for everyone to see. So let's crack on with the video and see what we have this week. Starting off in the terminal this week, we have as usual, the exotic weapons that do come in there. Now, I'm not going to go through all of these one by one. What I would just recommend, though, if you have already picked up any exotic items, just compare these to ones that you have already, and if there are better ones here than what you've already got, then obviously purchase them for yourself. In terms of other items this week, there's not a lot in here, to be honest, that's worth really noting or talking about. There is a relentless backpack here, so 5% of damage dealt by skills is returned as healing. So for ones that probably run around with the Seeker Mine, but those sort of things, turrets, this one does have 1270 in firearms. It does come with 7% critical hit damage, and it has got 16% bleed resistance as its minor attribute. And you could look to change that minor attribute there to ammo capacity to help you. Just looking through, there's an Alpha Bridge rucksack there. It's at 1239 in electronics, 7% critical hit damage, 14% burn resistance. Just looking through again, we got a nimble holster here. Obviously nimble has changed now, but after completing a cover to cover move in combat, you heal 2% of your maximum health for 4 seconds for every 1 meter run. It's at 1227 on stamina there, with its major attribute as 19.5% reload speed. Just looking at the gloves as well, there's a pair of Striker's gloves here at 1251 on firearms. It does come with 2282 pistol damage, 1112 shotgun damage, and 15% critical hit damage. So we do seem to see a lot of people with their Striker builds running around with the sausage lately, so this couldn't be a bad pair of gloves to run with that build as well. Got a pair of Lone Star gloves here, 1235. On firearms, 9% skill haste, 1259 assault rifle damage, 2551 pistol damage. Then we've got on here, just last, this pair of Firecrest gloves, 1265 on firearms, so not a bad roll there. It does come with 5% critical hit chance, 6.5% enemy armor damage, and 5% health on kill. So not a bad pair of gloves, but overall, nothing really worth exciting in the special equipment vendor this week. In the special blueprints vendor in the terminal as well this week, I will just go through the items that they have for sale. Obviously not all of them will show because I do already own them, but this week we have a classic M60 at 256, we have a sub-nose rhino as well at 256, a pair of stamina gloves at 256, and a holster at 256. Also as well, there is the extended magazine level 34 blueprint here this week, which does give you magazine size in 2 random slots. So if you haven't picked up this blueprint already, I would definitely recommend coming and getting it. There is the Pro Red Dot sight as well. It does come with critical hit damage as its first roll and then 2 random slots. So it's not a bad actual scope to use, especially on your smaller guns like your SMGs. There is a performance gear mod level 34 and also a firearms gear mod level 34. And just a note on the blueprints as well, currently in the PTS that's live for 1.7 and in the patch notes, now all blueprints will actually share across all characters. So at the moment you'd have to buy those blueprints for specific characters, but good news for everybody who does have multiple characters. Now once you do purchase a blueprint on one character, it will show as purchased on all your other characters as well. In the advanced weaponry vendor in the base of operations this week, there's a OK lightweight M4 here. It's not the best, there has been previously better ones. It does come with a maximum enemy armor damage show at 23%, and its talent self-preserved, accurate, and vicious there. So quite crappy talents, to be honest, in terms of the gun. But if you are looking for a lightweight M4 and you haven't picked one up at the moment and want to try it out, then you can come and collect this. I just recommend rolling away self-preserved there and probably putting something like competent in its place. Also as well, there's not a bad M700 carbon here, 159% headshot damage. It does come with competent, toxic and elevated there as its talent, and I just recommend rolling away toxic there and probably putting something like brutal or deadly in its place, and you've not got a bad sniper rifle. In East 58th Street Axial Checkpoint, which is your DZ8 vendor, there is not a bad vigorous chest piece here. It does come with 1264 on stamina and is rolled on 4% all resistance and 14,699 on health, with its minor attribute there of 49% ammo capacity. I would recommend just rolling away all resistance there, and you could probably look to put enemy armor damage or skill haste. However, I would definitely recommend putting skill haste in its place, because skill haste plays a big part in 1.6.1 and also going into 1.7 as well. So yeah, not a bad vigorous chest piece here, so if you are looking for one, you can collect that from here. In East 46th Street, which is your Dark Zone 5 vendor this week, there's not a bad custom M44 here. It does come with 154% headshot damage. It comes as its talents there, deadly, so critical hit damage is increased by 15%. Vicious there, so critical hit chance is increased by 10% while having more than 2 segments of health. And then Unforgiving there, which increases your weapon damage per missing health segments. So not a bad custom M44 there, and you probably could just look to roll away Vicious should you like and put something else in its place. Also as well, there's a prototype performance mod here. It does come with a 5.5% first aid ally heal, so this helps you in terms of healing your friends. So they're great for missions, incursions, if you're a heal build, or if you just want to help give extra heals to your teammates in the Dark Zone, then it's not a bad prototype performance mod that you can collect. In East 42nd Street, which is your Dark Zone 3 checkpoint vendor, there's a Tactical AUG A3P here. It does come with 20.5% critical hit chance. With its talents, it does come with Deadly, Accurate and Ferocious in the third slot, so Ferocious damage against elite and named enemies is increased by 10%. And you've got Deadly there, so critical hit damage is increased by 15%. Just looking at the talents, I'd look to roll away there Accurate. You could put Competent and Responsive in its place, or even more, I know that Hurried is also a great one that people like to run as well, so not a bad AUG A3P here that you could use for PvP. In your 5th Avenue DC checkpoint this week, there's a nice Omega rifle suppressor here. It comes with 17% headshot damage, 2.5% critical hit chance, and 4% critical hit damage. It does also come as well with 48% reduced threat, so a nice suppressor here, especially if you're using a Deadeye build. In West 34th Street, which is your DC2 vendor this week, there is a very nice prototype electronics mod here, 266 on electronics, and it does come with 3070 skill power. So if you are looking to make that tactician or a high skill power build, then I definitely recommend coming and picking up a few of these mods, and these are a few that I'm definitely going to be purchasing myself to help my build come along a lot better. In West 39th Street, which is your DC3 vendor this week, there is 2 items worth noting. There is a prototype firearms mod here. It does come with a 262 on firearms with 3% skill haste, so a very nice firearms mod. I definitely recommend collecting a few of them. Also as well, there is a allowed vent break here. It does come with 18% critical hit damage, 6% headshot damage, 2.5% critical hit chance, and then 43% increased threat. So a great set of items that you can collect from this vendor. So it is a very short video in terms of the items that are for sale, and not much out there, but they are my recommendations on what I would look to pick up. Now I do hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to smash that like button and share it with your friends. And if you are new to the channel, why not drop a subscribe and keep up to date with all the news coming from the PTS and 1.7, along with your state of the games and weekly vendor reset videos. Thanks for watching, agents. Take care. See you all soon.